Greetings and welcome to another episode of the Planetary Persuader. I am Cosmic Kev, your host, and this is for the weekend beginning the 10th of May 2019. Now, looking at the sky, whoops, I'm already dropping things. This is crazy. All right. The moon is in the constellation of Cancer. If we looked in the sky in the constellation of Cancer, the Crab, that's where we'd find the moon right now. Now, I know the moon is in Leo today in Western astrology. You don't need to tell me that, but I'm talking about astronomically. And in the Jyotish, the Vedic astrology, which I feel like is the oldest astrology and is really like the basis of deep learning of astrological tools, we would find it in the lunar mansion or the nakshatra known as Pushya. And Pushya actually means plump or fat. Its ruling deity is Brihaspati, which is Jupiter, but it's ruled by Saturn. So it's a little bit orthodox, a little bit strict. Its symbol is the udders of a cow, and it nurtures. And anything that is benefic, like a planet like Jupiter or Venus, gets better in Pushya. Okay? But anything that's even malefic, like Saturn or Mars, it gets softened. The negative effects of that planet get softened when it's in the nakshatra of Pushya. Now, somebody's like, what are nakshatras? What is this weird name? Well, these are the 27 moon stars. There's actually 28, but we've got it down to 27 because it's 9 times 3. And they are older than the 12 signs of the zodiac. And they're considered to be the wives of the moon. In some mythology, they were actually sisters. And the moon, had different ones. So this is Pushya. And Pushya makes everything better. And it's totally encapsulated in Cancer. Now, in Western astrology today, we would say that the moon's in Leo. Or at least it did get into Leo at 6:14 a.m. this morning, Pacific Daylight Time. Mercury is in Taurus. Sun's in Taurus. But in Vedic astrology, Sun would still be in Aries until like the 13th or something. Once it gets to 24 degrees. Because all the signs of the zodiac have actually moved 24 degrees, and this is one of the big scientific complaints of why astrology doesn't, work. But, Western astrology is based on seasons, and that's what we're talking about here, because that's what most of you know about and you can handle, You come and get a reading from me, I'm going to give you a Jyotish reading. I'm going to give you a Vedic astrology reading. Why? Because there's deep truths that you're not familiar with yet, and I know it's going to help you. And I have remedies and more tools where I can help you. Colors to wear, gemstones, yantras, numbers you could post up, and better days of the week for doing things. All this stuff is really relevant, and once you get down with it, you'll find it's related to yoga and Ayurveda, and it will change your life. So check out the links or make a comment. Contact me after the show. I'd really love to give you a reading, and I'm pretty reasonable too compared to most professional astrologers out there. So with that said, Venus is in Aries. Now, Venus is going to go into Taurus on Wednesday at 2:46 a.m. So that means like after the 15th, there's probably going to be this more